Hi guys, this is Dash Nile. Now, right now we're going to go on a little thought experiment. Now, just think about the things that make us as humans and make us different and makes us the same. The beauty is what makes us the same. We find that person, they are so much like me, they are just basically a female me, a male me, whatever. Oh, I love them, I love them, I love them, and then boom, you're divorced in a year and a half. Now, why does this happen? Now, if you think when you first meet a partner or a friend, you talk about yourself. You go and you say, hey, this is me, I'm into this. Now, you might mention some things that you might have done in the past year. You might mention that you were on the football team, and you might have even been good. By and large, the types that cling on to that kind of reality, they were probably good. They probably had some kind of future in whatever realm that they are holding on to, and it's holding on to it for basically the base reason that it was a failed attempt, a failed experiment, and it just seemed like it had so much promise. It seemed like if they knew more information, they would know exactly where it was going to go. Now, just think now when you in that time, that crucial time, like you don't know each other at all. Only thing the other person has to go off you, and they have enough interest in you, so they're not led to believe they're gonna lie. And that's the thing. Don't lose. Hopefully I don't lose you guys, because you're not lying. You're not lying. I guess it's a small kind of form of denial, but it's not lying. Subconsciously, we just kind of come up with what sounds good. When we're in that mode, and the woman's trying to get the guy's trying to get the girl, that initial spark is there by whatever it was. Now, it's a fit. The girl has to be something that the guy's not used to having, and the guy's got to be something that the girl's not used to having. And that's the thing. We start to mention things that define us. We step back from our essence and don't even lay a lot of that on the table. We just step back to things that define us, or used to define us, or used to be our realities. And by and large, that's kind of what happens. We talk about things that used to be relevant in our life. Now, when we talk about we're on the football team and stuff, that kind of implies you probably might play football. You might have a little guys weekend league, or I don't know, something that engages with the thing that you said. Because again, that is all that person has to go off of, is what you tell them. So, fast forward a little bit, a couple months, and whatever seemed interesting together, now, doesn't mean that it's always all just what it used to be. It might be something that you were doing a little bit, it might be something you were doing a lot, and slow down with the person, and that happens too, and there's stages of that's healthy and that's not. Now, but on this relational level, now I was thinking about, you talk about, okay, I like to hike, she likes to hike, we go hike. Now you hike a couple times, and then you kind of don't hike anymore. It's almost like you checked it off the box in your mind that says, okay, fulfilled, got it, we did the thing we said. It almost becomes like a burden, if you will, to kind of fulfill the thing that you said that you were about. So a lot of times when that happened, the other person might actually have a genuine interest in whatever it was, and the other one had a passive, and the other one might kind of influence the other one to kind of keep doing it, and then they're like, damn, why am I not enjoying this? Why am I not noticing the leaves? Why am I not actually here when I'm here? My mind is somewhere else. My mind's saying on my phone or external things. It's brought by and large away from the actual event that's happening. Now, hopefully you're following me on this tangent so far, because it just happens no matter what. It happens between relationships. It happens. It's a repeating pattern that seems to be just what life is. Because if you think about it, we're coming to this world on this rock that's seemingly floating through nothingness and goes nowhere. It goes somewhere, but it's too big to imagine. So it's just a whole bunch of just crazy shit going up there, and no one really knows about gravity and special relativity, quantum physics, mechanics, general theory. No one really cares about the actual things, Newtonian physics, that'll keep our feet on the ground. And that's okay. So what are we left to do? We don't know what's happening, so we just do little experiments. That's essentially a pattern time. We do an experiment, we go, okay, let's try this. And then we get the data. Okay, I tried it like this so many fucking times in so many ways, it didn't work. Let's put it away and carry on and try a new experiment. That's all we are doing. Failed, quote unquote, failed relationships isn't a failure. You did an experiment that seemed like your hypothesis was not correct. It failed. You crumple it up and you start again. But a lot of times we stay so long in these situations to where we just literally feel trapped. And we just keep trying to poke at some of that magic that began it in the first place. We said that we did this, we like that, we used to do this, and we used to do that. You used to buy me flowers, now you don't. You used to take me places, now you don't. You used to take pictures of me, now you don't. Now it looks like, now I'm kind of going on a male's perspective. Now if a guy was to do these things I just said, and they used to do them and then they don't, now it looks like oh wow, he's probably did it, but it's because the beginning causation, that initial spark, and then all the things that were said, each of you is not getting that. So essentially, you're going around telling your friends, my needs aren't getting met. He's not just doing it for me. He's not doing the thing. You just don't get me. Because the things that made you think he could get you was essentially, like, subconsciously, of course, it wasn't a conscious thought, like, hey, I'm going to lie, but it was a line of their self. Because those things they said that they used to do, or they did passively, or whatever, that wasn't really what they're about. They were still figuring it out. If a pattern, any pattern that was like in common, and one person isn't actually doing it, it just means that they were still in contemplation phase. Like, it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It's just they thought that you were going to bring that best part of them out, and it didn't happen, and that's okay. There's so many different people. There's so many people in the world. There's so many possibilities at this, you know? Like, you're doing what's not okay is we stay so long in this trapped phase. We feel like we're alone. We feel like we gotta cheat. We feel like we gotta die inside. And any genuine interest we might have had, if you're on that side of it, you had genuine interest and it basically fucking got shot down. Why would you put yourself through that? Why would you tell yourself that that's okay because the bills are getting paid and, you know, like it's comfortable. Like, I can chill out and you know, get through life and survival mode. Now, what I'm daring you to do in these videos, in these series of videos, is this is kind of a form of philosophy, but it's also psychology, it's also human nature. Now, what I'm saying right now, I feel like, I mean, I'm sure this module of thought exists somewhere in the world, but to me, it just seems too repetitive, and it just keeps coming up in too many ways to where it seems it just has to be true. So I felt the urge, the empathic kind of like, holy shit, this is profound. This is literally like the matter of the fucking universe right here, you know? So if you liked what I had to say, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit like, go ahead and personal message me, give me some thoughts on what you think that I should talk about next. What are some things that interest you? What are some things that you maybe wonder about? I'm glad to help. I'm open for suggestions, because just listen, just remember this, guys. The world is not a limited view. The world is only what you think the world is, and then the world is that. To each person, it's essentially a different world. Because the way you view things, short of actual physics, short of like concrete science, like the way you view the world and how it works and your place in it, and if it's unfair or fair or whatever, like the way you look at things is different than the next guy next to you. All the cars that pass you by, every person riding by on a bike, everything that we look down on, look up on, we feel inadequate or superior, is just another universe, basically, that person has at their own self. Thanks, guys.